So, yeah, now everything's going. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I know this has been jumbled around a bunch. Wow.
Yeah, no worries.
It's been, well, it hasn't been that long since I talked to you, Dan, but you guys, how you guys been? Wow. What has it been, like
Great.
5-6 years?
It's been a long time.
The Honeyrunners 2 album release, I think it was. That was the last time we all chatted together. But now we are here, and everything is on fire, quite literally. But no, September 12th, Everything on Fire is coming out, the album, and I cannot wait. What made you guys change the Honeyrunners 1-2 to an actual name? Why isn't this the Honeyrunners 3? What's the inspiration behind Everything is on Fire? Well,
I think because we grew up a little bit and realized that it was time to stop trying to be a Led Zeppelin.
no, Led Zeppelin needs to start trying to be the Honeyrunners. That's what needs to happen.
I don't know. The Everything is on Fire just seemed to make the most sense. And then we got blessed or cursed with, all this pandemonium, and it kind of makes a lot of sense now as far as the general mood, right? And
temperature, yeah, man. It's I turn off the fans in here, and holy shit.
My friend's tree up in Owen Sound melted. Like her tree, it boiled from the inside and like spewed out all this weird stuff and fell over.
That?
Yeah, it's a bit strange.
That's like some Bill Nye shit right there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to happen.
I just know it's 35 degrees Celsius in my apartment right now.
Oh, God.
I can match that because I see you have a window.
I do have a window.
I do not.
There's no breeze. Don't let it fool you, man. It's just letting the sun in with no breeze. It's like the worst of both sides, actually.
I feel like I should go grab my keyboard and just toss it in the back there just to solidarity here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is on the same side.
Instead, I got. Oh, what do I got?
What do you got there?
Trailer Park Boys, Liquorman's Whiskey. Well, cheers to everybody coming together here tonight. Thank you once again.
Cheers. Cheers.
I know you guys have been very busy lately with, of course, the album. And Dan, you've been doing some live shows there on Facebook, and I believe some curbside shows. Was that a thing, or am I just fantasizing?
Dude, it was the weirdest experience I've had in a long time. I connected with a radio DJ out of Calgary that we had met at Folk Alliance in New Orleans, and I connected with him, and he started this company because of COVID called Curbside Concerts, where people order up shows in a city and they get a musician. Like, they don't get to choose what musician. Someone shows up, like they pick the genre.
And they got lucky.
So Matt, I guess, or unlucky, they got me. And it was their 10-year anniversary, and it was like after a period of 3 months where I hadn't really contacted many people outside of my circle. And there was about 20 people distanced on their front lawns with their families, all like dancing. And it was like, it was such a good feeling to be doing this for people again, without looking at a computer screen.
Just to see their faces looking back at you and all like...
There was nobody was on their phones. Everyone was like just like happy to hear music again, like live music. And the couple that had hired me through the company was like, just like really music lovers. So for them, you could tell they've been crushed by not seeing concerts, and it was a surprise that their friends bought them for their anniversary, so they didn't know I was showing up to set up.
Yeah, well, I definitely feel the heat, I guess you could say there. All 4 of my jobs revolved around performing arts, and they're just out of there. But we're not here to woe on the woes.
Welcome to this guy. Yeah, man. There's no sympathy. I mean, there is amongst musicians right now, but everyone is just fighting to figure out what's
next.
What's next? And I think Guillermo's the only person really in this whole community that's actually doing something about it.
He's down here.
It's been good. It's been good.
Yeah, hey, Guillermo, I keep thinking you're freezing there. What's up, man?
Yeah, it's been good. I've been doing a lot of remote recording and remote mixing, and also working with some artists. Actually going to their studios or doing it from my studio as well.
You have a studio, yeah.
I have a studio, yeah, and we're opening a new one in the Danforth that for the first time in my whole time in Toronto. It's not going to be in a basement, but it's going to be on the second floor.
Moving on up.
One window, baby.
Moving on up.
Yeah, one window, so very excited about that. And we're putting cameras there as well. It's going to be like a multi-camera thing that's going to be ready for streaming. And we are making a van as well that we're going to be able to take to different places. Kind of like what I'm doing now, but with, better cameras and better audio as well.
Wow, it's all still coming together for you guys. I love it. You got new studio, you got new ink, you got new babies popping out. Speaking of kids, I recently got a Disney Plus. I don't know why, but I did. I do know why. Yeah, it was for The Simpsons. But just a random question for you guys: what do you think is the funniest kids movie to date? Like, what movie comes to mind when you think kids movie and it's like, that's actually pretty funny?
Funny?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah. Except for when he melts.
This
When he
is
melts
really
at the
a
end.
kids movie. Have you ever seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. The Flimdlither.
It's well beyond my expectations.
I think I laughed the most is when the guy, what's the opposite? The Flintlock Wood. His chest hairs tingle, and he's like, my chest hairs are tingling.
But we started watching a few movies with my daughter, and who is 2.5, and you really have to like toe a fine line because it's hard to tell what is scary now for her, because she says she's okay with it while she's watching it, but then at night, like, she's like, da-da!
Did you show her Roger Rabbit when that guy melts and he's like,
Not yet.
Oh,
Not yet.
okay, that's-
For sure we will. I think
that's
she'll
a high
like
school
it.
thing. You guys are really kicking it seems. But a lot of bands out there are just almost about to give up and just throw in the towel. Would you guys have any advice or tips to those bands or maybe inspiration to keep going? Or with the success that you guys are still having, is there any flow that you can throw our way?
Don't panic.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I love it.
Just don't panic and make sure that you can write a little bit. Maybe not every day, but if you can sort of try to move forward, think of ideas of what people need and how you can approach them. A lot of the live streaming, it's hard and it's different, but I find that the advantage of it is that people get to see you in a closer way rather than from stage and afar, So I think it's a good opportunity for people to show their personalities and to get closer with their fans,
And to be less clothed, I found.
Totally.
Yeah, this is the time. We're going back to the 60s and 70s. It's all about being naked, everybody.
That's why the camera stops here,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But there's no makeup anymore. Like, it's like an audition tape. Everybody is like doing a shitty audition.
Hey.
That's all it is right now. Even Norah Jones looks like she's just come out of her bed and she's playing piano for like 1 million people. But it's like there's no glitz anymore, which is kind of nice.
She's always been behind not wearing makeup and having a natural view, though, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
An interesting thing that Sky Wallace said that also a good band from here, Jane's Party, echoed was creative people shouldn't feel the need to fill the void with content, especially at a time when they're making art as opposed to content. We're not Instagram creators, not all of us. We kind of want to focus on things that are a little more artistic, that have a little more soul. And I think with that, if you're not nurturing your own, especially at a time that's this hard, then don't bother making music if you're not feeling it just yet. There's going to be time to do it.
Wow, man, I like that. I will probably take that on myself. I'm popping out movie reviews instead of interviews now, and Artemis Fowl, man.